Hello everyone, and welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns. We've got another match in this triple header of the Zelda 2 Randomizer 2023 Standard Tournament. Swiss Round 2, we've got a match here between levelengine and Paratroopa. I'm started with the uncoms. For this one is Ty. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I had a little break since the last race, so geared up and ready to commentate on this one.
Yeah, looking forward to a fun match here. Two longtime runners in the community, both pretty good. This should be an interesting match. I believe they actually ran each other in Swiss last year, if memory serves, and I think level took over 2 hours on that seat, so hopefully not bad. I remember it mostly because it is fairly uncharacteristic of either runner to take 2 hours on one of these seats.
Yep. And I will say one of the biggest differences we have this year from last year is, the no vanilla shuffled DM, no vanilla overworlds. So it's like those can definitely add a little bit of time depending on item layout and like magic levels. But so we'll definitely hopefully see some faster times this time, like you're saying.
Yeah. All right, both runners are ready in the race room, so we're going to start them off. And we'll be going here shortly. Should be a fun match. Anything particular you're looking for here?
2 dry can. No, I'm just. Honestly, I know it sounds a little bit weird, but I'm kind of like Mirai, where I like to see not quite like we had in that last seed, where it's really quick getting from one region to the other. I kind of want to see a winding path from the west all the way to the east, and I want to see all the biomes.
Yeah, it's definitely more interesting from a viewer perspective, even if the runners prefer something might prefer something a little speedier.
We'll just give them the boots. It'll be fine.
And Rouse.
Alright. Looks like we have a Belmont sprite on Para's side and the Error/Bagu sprite.
Yep, Rauru and a bridge tile just north of start, so we've got an immediate continental connector to somewhere.
Yep, and a hammer hint right away. Okay.
Okay, that's nice to know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was going to say, obviously haven't seen too much of the west, so not sure if we're going to need that hammer yet, but it still is nice to know where it is.
For sure. I mean, we just started 30 seconds ago. We don't know what. The west is not a dried canyon, I don't think. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't think it's dried canyon.
Yep. My best guess on the offset is sort of vanilla-like, because it did look kind of chunky at the start.
Potentially.
Oh, yeah. That's... Yeah.
Or no, I think you might be right on the vanilla-like. It might be a bit too open-ended for mountainous.
Yeah. But, oh look, an early one-up, and both players did take that life spell right out of the gate. Definitely something, if you see it early enough, you may as well pick it up and just hope it does more than, 1 heart container.
Yeah.
Level just getting out of that first room there. Yikes, on what we lovingly call zombie Link mode.
Yep. Actually, we're both wrong. That's a Caldera, and we don't have a... And there's no eastern exit to said Caldera, so we're going to have to either find a pass-through cave, or we're going to deal with continental connector shenanigans. Because we do have that bridge right next to start, and we also just got that raft for level.
Yep. And
that is Trophy Cave for Para.
Hopefully something nice in here. I always like to see some magic containers early, so you're not worrying about leveling up, but just vanilla.
Yeah, trophy is nice to get early. You don't have to worry about finding it later, and you can just turn it in whenever you find Rudo, wherever that is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, love getting the fetch quest before finding the town every time.
Speaking of Rudo, there's fire in it. Your level doesn't have the trophy yet. Paris Living has it. But we both try to check at the same time. Whip-de-doo.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're fine. Yep, Cave to Me's Island.
Yeah, not bad. And we did have GP on the west there too, so even though that cross readily accessible for both runners, not going to need it to see MOAs and GP, but we'll see how they troll our runners in the east once we get there.
Yep. Cave next to the bridge is a pillar feedback cave. We do have to go around from the north side because you can actually get to said bridge from the southern side, it looked like. Map a little silly.
Ooh. That's it's a little painful sandwich there on level side, trying to get both that red Dyra and the Octorok, but getting kind of trolled, bounced between the two. They're both, firing their projectiles at various intervals, so can't quite
Fire
cast
is
fire.
exactly castable, I thought, at 64.
Gotcha.
I think it's life at 66.
Okay, I juxtaposed the numbers then, thank you.
Harry hasn't cast it yet, but we'll see it eventually. P-Bag for level is our 5th item already on the West. Okay, game.
Yep, and Para, I think, Para's gonna explore at least some of Maze Island here.
Oh, wait, no, that was a 4th, because Para's in the East, and then my notes are terrible, apparently. Whoops.
That's alright.
Alright, and our bridge is to Death Mountain with an immediate spec rock. That looks vanilla-like.
It sure does. And, I mean, the good news is once they do find that hammer off in the east, that Spec Rock is right there.
Yep. The issue might just end up being, can they find that hammer?
Yep. And it looks like Para did cast fire, but I didn't see what it could have been.
Me neither. I was not looking in that direction at the time. This Maze Island layout looks horrendous, by the way.
Yeah.
Is Hard Boots locked, actually?
Yep, sure is.
At least from this entrance it is. That's kind of unusual.
Oh, and there's a raft tile and another cave going into Maze Island there. So our boots are either on Death Mountain or here in the west, accessible in the west, because those are going to get us to our other locations.
Or we just need to go dig Death Mountain for the connector.
True. But one of
Looks
them
like
has...
Fire Shield, thanks, chat.
Yeah. I mean, that Death Mountain connector would likely then just lead right back to Maze Island, because Maze Island can't loop back to itself, and it had the other types of connectors on it.
That's also true.
So, 200 point P-Bag, though, gets Para that life level. And that red die are really giving level a hard time here.
We also are gonna... Level's gonna check this cave that's facing west, because that could be our way to the other side of the caldera, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, assuming he survives it, because it's his last life.
Yep. Let's hope so. I mean,
We're just gonna take a quick look-see in Death Mountain, decides, I don't feel like going through here just yet, and leaves.
Definitely don't blame her there.
Yeah, that pass-through, though, might just lead to the dead end that's just on the other side. I don't remember if it's within the range of allowable limits for caves have to lead to where they looked at, but we'll find out in a sec any which way. Nope. We are safely on the other side. We've got a palace here, which is P1.
Excellent. Oh, come on. Dig it, level.
Yeah, he's gonna check... Sorry, at first, for the spell.
But not grabbing the spell. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it does technically only lock one item, so if you want to gamble, that's a gamble you can take.
Yep.
Okay, Lurch in chat saying it looks like Fire Shield today, so
Thank
definitely
you.
going to be nice later on. And even now, too, but it's just so darn expensive right now.
Yeah, for sure, and here's Amito with Reflect. We need the medicine. Level's not gonna get be hit, though.
Yep. There we go. And got our magic container cave. That's the name I'm looking for.
Yep. Era picking up something I just totally missed. Whoops.
The raft.
Ah, yes.
So, yep. Level has had that for a hot minute, and there they are. There's those boots.
We kinda need those.
Yep, if we want to go anywhere on that Maze Island.
It's either that or dig Death Mountain, potentially, and they don't want to do that.
No.
I was half expecting that to be the other connector cave to Death Mountain, to Maze Island, to be honest with you, here for level.
You know, at this point, I mean, we've seen Maze Island, we've seen Death Mountain. So, wow, 3 red Dyras just hanging out.
Yep, Seed is throwing them at us again. Random Seed's doing that a fair bit this tournament. And Para's gonna find the same cave heading west. And Level,
Ouch.
it was probably gonna take a game over. There's that, but that is unfortunate. He had to leave that behind.
Yep, does at least, know how to get there. And yeah, with those boots, I was going to say in hand, but that's kind of silly. Boots on feet. Probably going to head back to Maze Island here.
Looks like it. Para's gonna check out the western half here, which is pretty quick. It's not too complicated. And she won't be far behind. And we find P3 or 6 here on Maze Island.
A nice minty green today, too.
Yeah, so far palace colors have been not too bad for this seed.
And, okay, that looked like the east there. So the cave connector goes to the east, and the raft, not going to check it right now on Level's side. Para is going to get the spell, though.
Yep. Might end up making a difference later. We'll see as Level is going to go look for the items here. But yeah, that looked like the east. That did not look like Death Mountain.
Para taking a quick pit stop though at the health refill. Definitely don't blame her.
Yeah, especially because especially we saw on Level side how running out of health on this side of the map means you're not coming back for a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the good news is, Level game overed in Heart Container Cave and not, right before getting those boots. So forcing that little bit of a time loss as we find out the blue Octoroks are invulnerable in the east today. But not the blue Lizalfos for a cool 500. Okay. That's
very nice.
Yep.
And that is a well-hidden item here in the top left corner.
Yep. Little Scorpion for the flute.
I'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, in these flags, we could very well have a three-eyed rock. And, we haven't seen too much of the east, but we have the boots, so unless that River Devil is sandwiched between a little mountain range, might need it just for three-eyed rock. Hey, there's another blue Lizalfos.
Yep. We only just saw a brief glimpse of the east yet, so no idea. So we don't know yet what biome it is.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't look like...
Go ahead.
Yeah, not a tried canyon.
That'll just be my little running joke of the evening, I guess. Let's see if Para doesn't go for the... You can technically get that key that dropped into that pit. Kind of like fairy feeding, you try to jump and do a little one-frame movement to the side that it's not on, and if you crouch and turn and stab at the same time, you can actually pick up those keys that look like they're stuck. But opting just to keep going. Yikes, and yeah, running into the Dyra Brigade here.
Yeah. Those have 2 lives left, so should be able to pick up this item that Level unfortunately was not able to get.
Mm-hmm.
Which could be big for her. Level is not getting back there for a minute.
No, and making good use of that shield spell here. At least probably going to try and take out at least one of these Dyras in the first life, and then just, yeah, when they double up like that, that's rough. So hopefully
they are hitting hard.
Hopefully Para can get through them on this trip here and get that item that we're still wondering what it is.
For sure, Level's looking for the other item in Maze Island, has found it here, which is the medicine. We do need that. That does lock reflect.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is probably off to the east for him, as that's a child for Para. That's interesting.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've already seen reflect. We know we need... Oh, and there's that sad River Devil. Bye, friend.
That's a very sad River Devil. This is vanilla-like east, by the way.
Not only could we walk around the River Devil, he's not guarding anything.
No, he isn't.
Just this little River Devil garden there.
Pretty much. We are on a vanilla-like east here in the northernmost third of the map, finding P2 or 5 in the... P2 or 5 in the far north. We don't know which, because Level didn't check the Pat statue. That is going to be at least one of our ways south. It might be our only way south. We'll find out.
Yeah. So, alright.
Well, that might also be a way south here.
Just like
Para's gonna get the hint for the medicine, so that's good for her. She'll know to dig Maze Island for it.
Yep.
No risk of skipping it. And Level is gonna head down the eastern coast. Will he be blocked? Nope, he's gonna find the raft hell, which we don't need anymore. So that we've seen all the continents anyway. And here's another, I think, a palace there for Level.
Yep. And that does mean Death Mountain only has the one way in.
Yep.
Just something to note. So
P5
if there's something...
here is by the raft in the middle of the east. P2 is in the far north. That looks like a thread rock just the north of Level's position.
Yeah. So that flute, and I'm sorry, Level has the flute, right? Not Para? Yeah.
Yeah, but Level has the flute. That was in Maze Island.
Yep. There we go. I'm slacking on
Failure
my
of
tracking
death in
duty
a
star.
slightly silly looking spot this time. There's the other side of one of those passers we saw. And over here is another passer to know where we need right now. Yay. We'll have to see if Para also chooses to walk down the eastern coast or not, because it's not always obvious, and that could cost her a little time to take one of these passers.
Yeah.
She does get her medicine, though. That is nice. And we've also got a desert tile here in the middle of the map, which has the hammer on it, as hinted.
Okay. Not bad.
Gonna make sure we clear out this bit of water over here, which looks like it has a bit of swamp too, with nothing on it, obviously. Funny game. And that's about that.
Yep, a whole lot of...
Gonna check out this cave and then probably head south, I'd guess, as Para takes the raft tile instead, so that works too for getting to the east. Right,
Yeah.
is gonna find P5 immediately, and she does know she can walk up the eastern coast here, or she should at least.
Yep.
Is gonna go look for. Is gonna check the other cave first, though, and.
Yeah. And realizing, okay, cool, 2 ways to the east.
Yep, one to the northern bit and one to the middle bit. Great.
Ooh, that is not a friendly encounter. They're on Level
Not
side,
at all.
but gets through just fine. And I think I missed what the orange Lizalfos are worth, but Para's about to show us here.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either. 100 points.
Just 100. So yeah, really, the blue ones are the profitable ones today.
That's for sure. Alright, we're now in the southern third of the map for Level, finding a cave all the way in the corner here.
Para getting closer to that well-guarded flute.
Yeah, it's all the way in this corner, as Level finds his own item in the corner here. Got herself Risen Peapack Cave.
1, 2... Alright, they have the cross. I'm counting enemies, like, are they gonna have to worry about a Moa? No, they don't. They have the cross. Both of them do.
Yep. I realized I still had a tracker page open from the last race. Whoops.
Oh. That's alright, Star. You're pulling extra duty all over, ZSR, taking care of a lot of races for us. Unfortunate death there. Good news is Para still had a life, as I think Level just grabbed a P-bag there in Risen.
Looks like it, because he just got a couple levels from it. There's Flute for Para. And with the Maze Island connector being so close to start, it's not worth walking all the way back.
No, not exactly. Wonder when Level's gonna go back to Death Mountain with that hammer, knowing how readily available that spec rock is.
I mean, whenever he upays, maybe. It's like 15 seconds from start or something.
Yeah.
It's free. Jump in a town I probably forgot the name of. Whoops!
Old Kasuto.
Old Kasuto. In the southwest corner here. And Paris in the northern third of the east is going to find, that is P2 there. And, Dorodia has thunder in it. Well, Para's gonna save time on level by getting that child that level game over out of earlier.
Yeah, a nice glove there. So, I mean, probably should
Para's
mark
gonna
that
be
both
in
runners have the
functional
candles.
go mode by the time she gets to this corner of the map.
Yeah, just need Fairy or the Any key, and we're off.
Yeah, Fairy is either Nibiru or Nukasudo, so once we can find them somewhere here in the southern third, we'll get that. Unfortunately, as with vanilla-like maps, it tends to be kind of open-ended in the largest segment, and this is a very open-ended southern third. I use the term third loosely, but vanilla-like East divide the map into roughly 3 different distinct areas, and vanilla-like West 2.
And it is Shield in Nukasudo, so that means Nibiru is going to have Fairy for us.
Yep. Should also be not too far from here. I didn't catch how many jars that was, but not 5.
Yep. I want to say 7 jars?
Ryder likes to do that to us, yeah. And level is... Hello?
Level. You want that spell level?
I'm a bit confused.
I wonder if level knows they're close to a level up, so I'm wondering if they're going to up A out of this town once they get Fairy, and yeah, grabbing the magic level there.
Yeah, that would make sense. Check confirming it's 7 jars, thank you.
Awesome,
And Jared did check the Red Rock 4, just a bridge tile there.
Yep, so that flute, not going to actually be guarding anything for us.
Nope.
Nothing useful, anyway. Level doing the good deed says, here's some water for you. Please teach me your magic. And there we go.
And that's an up A for him.
Yep.
He didn't actually get the hint for the child, did he?
I don't think so.
Hopefully he gets back there soonish.
Yeah.
Verifying, there is absolutely nothing over there. It's always good to check, because sometimes you just accidentally miss a thing on the map and you forget all about it till 30 minutes later.
Yeah. I mean, the good news for level is there is a palace over there on that far western side, and you have to go to the caldera. So
yeah, that's true.
The good news is he should be thinking, okay, I know I left that item cave, let's go back now that I have a little more power, a little more survivability.
Yeah. By the way, can you turn yourself up? I forgot to ask you earlier.
Oh, I can move my mic a little closer.
Yeah, that helped.
Sorry about that. I get really relaxed and lean back in my chair, and then I forget to project my voice more.
Yeah, that happens, I feel that. I have a headset mic, so that's a more or less non-issue for me, as long as I don't have it up, which happens sometimes.
Yep. Alright, so level at least back in the right area. Yep, gonna pick up Reflect here. And then hopefully goes back into Heart Container Cave to get that kid. Kinda gonna be required.
Yeah. Para on the other side is gonna be able to clear P2, P5, and whatever that Valley of Death Palace is here in the east all in one trip.
Mm-hmm. Is gonna want to make sure
potentially, assuming it's not the medicine, which but it's not P4, which she doesn't have Reflect for because the medicine was in Maze Island.
Yep. I mean, she has it, just has to go back and pick up that Reflect spell.
Yep, but I'd expect her to check it while she's here.
Yeah.
Clear P2 and P5 first, and then go for the Valley of Death. Valley, that doesn't especially matter which specific order is theirs, her glove.
Mm-hmm.
There's Reflect for level.
Beautiful. So yeah, no need to dig Death Mountain today.
Nope.
I mean, like you said, it's right next to start, and these runners, given that they've only found collectively one magic container between the two of them, I can see popping in there and cracking open Spec Rock really quickly, hoping to find a magic container or even a heart container. But at the same time, it also
was a magic jar. I somehow managed to not write that down.
I want to say it was in the east here.
Yeah.
can't remember if Risen was the pea bag or that magic jar, because Risen wasn't anything too crazy to write home about. Ooh, level.
That one hurts for level. Ouch.
Gets the pea bag, but also gets bopped by that Goomba there. So, starting over in everyone's favorite room in Z2, let alone Rando.
Yep.
One misstep and you end up ferrying. Yep, there was that magic container in Risen.
Yeah. I remember commenting on level finding this cave. I probably forgot what the item was in it. Oops.
I mean, so quickly then found, Thundertown in the glove, so it's like, yeah, pretty easy to miss some of those things. So, gotta get through there. Ooh, level. Taking another bop there. So, gotta be careful. Last life here, 4 level. Yeah, gonna use jump, grab that key. And probably... I thought for sure they were going to just jump over that blue iron knuckle, but goes through anyway.
Yeah. Para is making very sure that she doesn't miss anything on this rather open southern third, because it really is easy to miss something if you just get unlucky with your walking and happen to be 1 or 2 tiles off screen from where you need to be. It's happened to everyone before, where you're just where it's like just barely off the edge of your screen, or it's like right at the edge and you just don't register it in your line of vision. And then, 30 minutes later, it's like, wait, where's the thing I need? Oh, I just barely missed it.
Yep.
Item room for level, which, we'll see what this is. Air beating of this Lizalf is for some XP.
Oh yeah, just gunning for that next level up. Yep, there it is. Like 5. And unfortunately...
Cannot cost Barry to get the item.
Yep, and it's only 36, but you're locked in here. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yep. That feels bad,
that's
man.
Mean. That is mean. Oh, that is rude, game. Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Classic rando there, but that feels bad.
Can't even quickly, die to refill the magic, but level was on 0 lives anyway, so ugh.
Yeah. That was 30, that's 36 fairy at Magic 4, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So we get 2 casts.
It is 2 casts per life, yeah. Her getting her heart at a spell tower that we didn't see earlier.
Yeah, level passed up on the spell. Early on.
Yeah, level got to hurt himself from someplace else I also missed. Oops.
It doesn't look like it.
Or no, never mind, I'm just brain.
It's alright.
Yeah, level up is not power leveling, I suspect because he's almost a good one, so wants to make sure his spells are castable.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and for the second time this palace, Horsehead
is out. Very quick fight, attack 4 making very quick work of that horse.
And bosses are dropping 200 bags, so not the best, but not the worst prize.
Yeah, I think with this situation, these guys would have rather had a red jar or a key.
Absolutely.
Especially with poor level of that item.
Oh, yep, and he's going back for it. Because he doesn't know it's not the kid.
No, and he wouldn't mind the Eddie key either. Although Eddie key there would be spectacularly rude. Also, next time in Para menus, we should check what Hot Thunder costs. Well, that menu was too fast. But...
Yep, I think Para knows that she's gonna go get her Thunder Spell and be in go mode here.
And now I'm gonna check this real quick. It does take like 15 seconds to get a heart container. I mean, you'll take it for 15 seconds worth of walking.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if that's the difference between life and death on, Goomba here in a little bit.
He'll take it, yeah. Trying to remember where Mito was. It's on the other side of the map.
Yep. Alright, level. you don't have enough to cast it twice. You're gonna want to take a tactical death here in this next room. And yeah, remembering, I think. I mean, there is a Mago in here though, so can take some pretty quick fire damage here. There you go. Yep. I think was trying to get lucky with a jar drop and didn't get it, so. Both runners making good use of that fire shield spell, though. I appreciate the usage there.
Yep.
Oh no. Para taking the wrong pass through and it just leads to a dead end. But doesn't want to up A because she's so close to it. Oh!
Oh, that's rude! Okay.
Yeah, I bet you wish you had this a few minutes ago.
Just a bit.
Oh.
Para trying to get the level here because she's close, but that is a feels bad.
Oh, and then promptly gets a key.
Oh my goodness, that's great game. Fantastic. Yep. Much appreciated. Definitely what level wanted there. There's the level for Para.
Nice.
Can I get
taking magic 5 over attack 4. Interesting.
Well, wanting to drop the cost of fairy at this point.
Yeah, I mean, especially she knows that she's about to be in go mode. And so, you know, unless that magic key falls into your lap, you're just gonna go. So, I definitely don't blame her.
I'm surprised Level didn't get the child hit before getting off the east, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and that, honestly, unfortunately...
Like, it's one thing to not get the medicine hint because, you know, you might just find out on the west or whenever. He did end up finding that without difficulty, but, he did lose some time in P1, particularly because he didn't have magic for fairy that first time and then had to go back a second time.
And the only part that's concerning me
he
right
might lose
now,
time in 4 here too, here in the caldera.
Yeah, and he didn't go into Heart Container Cave before the caldera. I mean, the thought process in my mind is clearly, I have to do palaces, so if the kid's just in a palace, I'm not wasting my time going back to where I died. But, I mean, we have the benefit of sitting in this booth knowing that if he'd just go into Heart Container Cave, he'd be in go mode.
Yeah, and it might be a difference maker here, but we'll have to see. Because Para will not fight that horse head. She'll take one look at that and walk right back out.
Yep. And, yep, sees the dead end. Pardon me, doesn't
and
up
Para's
A,
about to be in go mode in about 10 seconds.
Yep. Hasn't done a palace yet, but now can just rip through him.
Yep. I think that was 79 Thunder on Magic 5, by the way.
I forgot to look, I'm sorry.
Barely caught it. So that is literally just castable at 5 bars of magic.
Yeah. So I can see, again, if those item rooms just fall into Para's lap, I can see looking in just to try and get another magic container because of that, but...
Yeah, I wouldn't be fighting a horse head for it, though.
No, and it's going to be one of those things where, you know, if you see the boss first, you're not going back in. It's definitely if this falls into my lap, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
So nice door despawn there on Level's side. Yeah, only to get to a dead end.
Classic.
I mean, that could have been a key at the end of that dead end level. Just saying.
It would be worth it for him, as Para's... you see, he does find a heart container here. Well, he'll take it, I suppose. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to be like some sort of crazy Mirai person that and jump over it at this point.
I mean, it's right there. Confirmed 79 Thunder, by the way. Getting a second look at Mirai's menu. Para's menu, sorry, not Mirai. He's not racing. But...
I apologize, I put the name out there.
Yeah, you're fine.
Alright, and I think Para's close to that horse head mini-boss here. It's just up and right.
I think so, yeah. Speaking of Mirai, there he is in the chat.
Yeah, Para finding all the dead ends here in this P1.
Yeah, kind of just unfortunate routing there for her.
Yeah. I mean, luckily it's happening in P1 and not in P5 that has almost twice as many rooms.
Oh, for sure. Trying to deal with this Mago and getting controlled. Looking for experience.
Yep, as the Iron Knuckle Council is greeting levelengine here.
Oh, yeah. Mago is taking a lot of hits on attack 3, unfortunately, for Para hasn't gotten the attack level yet, though she is looking for attack 4 here.
Yeah. Magos are always a pretty decent pick for those kind of quick levels, if you can get them down quickly, but 200's not bad.
No, that's alright.
Yeah. Probably not what she was looking for.
Not sure it's worth the time sink, but...
If they were Dripper Magos, absolutely worth it, because then you could just one-shot those that probably at attack 3. But the good news is we know Horsehead's going to drop a 200-point P-Bag, so gonna double level here for Para before the end of this palace. And going for the bubble in this dead-end room here. Might be looking for a key at the end of it, too. Not too sure.
Maybe here's Karak for level.
Yep.
Reflect pretty costly, just over 3 bars, but had a full bar of magic, so that was an issue.
Excuse me. So yeah, Para really close to that next level, and leveled just enough to cast Fairy to get through that gate. Taking a gem lead, but again, that child... It's going to be interesting to see when... I mean, if level up A's here... Yep.
Yeah.
It might be a hot minute until level goes and sees that child. But it could also be a thing, like you were saying, maybe I need to go back and get that hint.
Yeah. He does get the heart container as well here from Spec Rock. Why not? It is right there.
Yep.
And he is gonna... This is heading north, so he's off back to the east.
Yep.
And Me's home as well.
I mean, it's gonna
this
cost
death
another
feels
trip.
bad for Para. She has to wait on the fly.
Yep.
Has to hope the Mago
Use the fire.
teleports for her.
Use the fire.
Yeah.
It's just... There you go.
There we go.
Alright.
And here's this nice green piece for your 6 for level.
Yep. We know on the other side of this key door is that that horse head. So...
Yep. Para is gonna just do it, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess Horsehead is pretty quick.
Yeah, and maybe she's thinking, well, I'm probably going to up A anyway, so I may as well. Because otherwise you're going back through that door. And it's going to cost a fairy either way. And then she gets the same bad news.
Yeah, that is such a troll. Stands between... Locked behind 2 key doors when Fairy takes out. When you'll have 2 casts of Fairy per level, it's like, great. Or per life, not per level.
Yeah. And I apologize, Star. I will be right back. I gotta take a call here.
No worries. And question from chat is, thanks for answering that, Mariah, because I wasn't actually sure myself. Enemy resistance to fire is not randomized, resistant to sword attacks is. So I believe in this seed, blue Octrox are immune to sword damage. I mean, enemy HP is randomized within a certain amount, but there is which specific enemy is immune to sword attacks is randomized, and in this seed it's blue Octrox. Ooh, that was a nice save for level there. Wasn't sure if he would get it off in time. Para's got enough magic for Fairy and is going to be placing her first gem here, 38 minutes in. Fairling through this door, which is now confirmed to be P3. I don't remember if we saw a window earlier, but we certainly know that is it now.
So, again, thanks for that.
No worries. Para's out of P1 now, is heading over to P4 now, is heading over to P4. And level has confirmed this is P3, and I think this is the item room.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And fix up a magic jar for his trouble. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the more magic you have when you're using Fairy to get through every door, the better, so... Definitely just right into Rebo.
Okay, Para might also get that magic jar since it's just right before the boss.
Yeah, and these runners definitely recognize that as an item room too, so...
Yep. One of the community rooms added in 4.0 a couple years ago at this point now, jeez. Can't trip up people coming from vanilla, but for people who have been playing this version of Rando for a while, it's not too big a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Both runners do probably wish they had the key, though.
Yeah, I would for sure want it.
Yeah, Para actually up A there because she actually broke the blocks and fell down from getting that key right there in that room.
Yeah.
Level's gonna go for P5 next, taking the raft to get there.
Yeah. Taking
P5 before P2, fun choice. I guess it doesn't really matter much.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's right there, but I think taking that other exit off of Maze Island would have put you right next to P2. So...
Yeah, that's the point, is that the raft is right next to P5 and the cave is right next to P2.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Because he wanted to do P2, he would have taken the cave.
Yep. Yeah, but hey, if it's at the point where you're just like, I need to go, you'll just take what you can get, and if you're comfortable fighting Gooma on this, which 5.66, unless Gooma's absolutely hitting like a truck, you're gonna be, and you have that spell in fire.
Yeah, you're fine. Or these guys will be fine. I suck at combat, but these guys are way better than I am.
They have the life spell as well, so I mean, if it really gets hairy, take it slow and just cast that life spell, get some resources back.
Level 2 will have to lose some time to walking. He's gonna have to cross all the way back to the other side of the west, eventually, I suspect at this point, get the hint, to go back to the east. He's gonna have to go all the way south and east, get the hint, go all the way back to the other side of the west, get the child, and then come all the way back to the east. It's going to be a good few minutes whenever he finally gets around to doing it, which might be after he does all his other palaces at this point.
Yeah.
These have been fairly longish palaces for him, so Para hasn't really gained any time on him yet, but just the walking is going to cost him a few minutes.
Oh yeah, for sure, and then...
Regardless of anything else, this remains a pretty close race because of that.
Absolutely, and I'm excited to see, you know, the next 15 or so minutes and see, you know, like you said, how soon does Level go and get that child hint? How soon does he suss that out? How soon does, you know, Para just work through these dungeons? Does she pick up more safeties? Yeah, definitely a lot of things that can alter the course of this race. Oh no, not even a key for her troubles at the other end of that.
No, she was hoping for one, I can tell. Unfortunately, Gabe said no.
I do think Level was a little quicker through this P4, but Para has explored just a little bit more, so probably knows right where that Karok is now.
Yeah, I think there's not much left in here for her. P5 is being a bit of a slog, but that's about the usual for Level here.
P5? No chance in a million. think Para's on the right path now. Yeah, through this 2 iron knuckles. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like this is the right. I think this is the right path.
I think Level has seen the other side of this. Yep, sure has. So that's a big old P5 loop. Feels bad.
Classic. That's a dead end for Para here on the right.
Interesting that she didn't take that dead end to look for a key, but I suppose it's not too interesting. It's just one of those things.
Deciding maybe it's not worth it.
Yeah. Yep, there we go. Gets the heart, so Karak is shortly after this.
I was gonna say it might be nice for Level if he finds the Yeti key in one of these palaces, but there's also not much palace left for these guys now.
Yeah, that's very true. Especially Level, who literally only has... I mean, there's always the question of, is there going to be that one room in GP? You know, the double glove, or the... Yes, double glove door locked room. Goodness gracious, I can speak.
Yeah, and that one hard requires a key. You cannot parry because there's glove locks on both sides.
I mean, there's always that fear if you don't have the key or keys aren't in the drop pool.
Yeah, just that slim chance. It's slim, but it's caught people out before. Here's going to head left now, because this is where she has to go.
As Level just, you know, moving on into P5. Just gonna purchase the HOA at this point and hang out here. He's seen the entire neighborhood, likes it. Triple dripper room. Always a fun one to see.
Yeah, nice platforming there for Level to get through. Unfortunately, this being such a mess of a 5 means Para's not going to gain any time on Level here, it looks like.
No. Yeah, she's still having a heck of a time in this 4 here.
Yeah,
Oh, we got an item room here on Level side. Another heart?
another heart
Okay.
container.
Again,
Sure.
not saying no.
You're right there, yeah?
And
there's
another...
Scuba finally. The heart is unmissable in this P5.
Yep. Which, you
Unfortunately,
like to see that right before a Gooma, too.
100%ed it. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Ooh. Careful, Level. He had a life, right? Yeah, okay, last life.
Phew, if that had been the game over, that would have been a long walk back.
Kind of a squishy Gooma here at attack 5, too. Only taking about 2 hits per bar.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah. And
There we
down
are.
goes Frazier. And gets a double level, too, right as Paratroopa finishes off Karak. So,
Yeah.
synchronized gem drops on our runner's streams here.
Level up a P3 and a P5 on Para. Both were kinda long-ish. I do think Level slows the lead, but it looks a little closer than it's a little closer than it looks just because Level does not have that Thunder or the child to pick it up.
Yep.
He is going to go get that hint now, because that's the direction he's going in. He's actually going to check Sunken P-Bag Cave here, which he didn't see. Which
Yeah.
I don't remember us seeing earlier. We probably saw it, but I'm just forgetting what it is.
Don't know if we did see it, honestly. But
Yeah, I'm not quite 100% sure.
I mean, there was so much good stuff in the... Oh, yeah, well, that's why we don't remember. It's a pea bag.
Yeah, but that'll be why. Here's gonna go be P2 and P5 before P2, 5, and 6 before P3 on Maze Island. Doesn't really matter what order she does these in.
No. Maze Island's close enough to start. Alright. Level saying, fine, tell me where your kid is. Probably gonna be a big ol' face palm here. Once he realizes, oh no, I left it in the one cave that I said that I swore off because I died early. And I told myself it has nothing. That's never happened to anyone.
Definitely not. I get it too for him, it just feels bad.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, Granny, where'd you forget the kid?
You two so far fairly linear for Para, looks like. The first few rooms, not any junctions yet.
Yeah. Nothing crazy.
We're also gonna get upstab here for level.
Definitely don't blame him. It's one of those things where you're already here, may as well grab it, because there's, again, the possibility of that upstab block in GP. It's a non-zero chance.
Yep. We're checking to see what these drippers are, or deciding never mind, since Steam doesn't want to give those to her.
I think it was just
and P2 now has options, which, fun. As level finds the hint. Great.
Yep. Probably gritting some teeth here. Maybe shaking a fist.
And there's the up A.
Yep. Yep, the up A, because, well, I have to come back to the west. So here's Para's chance to cut into that lead that level has.
It probably negates the time level spent in P3 over Para. Para might still be a P5 behind.
Yeah, and that was a doozy of a P. I mean, it did have the one large loop in it, so if Para can avoid that, that's some good time save.
Yeah,
and that
Para's
was on
also
the
getting
right
very
side.
lost here in this too, which is a hot mess. So so she might lose time to level as well, just because this place is about as bad as P5 was, apparently.
Yep, level knowing right away where that kid is. Saying, yeah. Fine, I'll go back to that go back to that cave.
I'll do it. I think that was a loop here for Para. This elevator looks familiar.
Sure looks like it, yeah. And
yeah, we saw this earlier.
Cut out left from, and level probably none too happy, but gets the kid. And yeah, just needs to 2 and 6 in the east, then grab that thunder and come on back to the west, because we know GP is just right here on that screen there on left. Yep. Yeah, Para continues to loop around in 2 here.
Yeah, this 2 is an absolute maze. There's a 200 point P back in that dead end there, and level's gonna be shortly behind her, I think.
Yeah. Trying to remember where that P2 is, probably.
Or deciding he's gonna go down the coast first. I would have done P2 while you're up here in the north, but okay, I guess. Because he isn't gonna have to walk back over there, but, oh well. Not a huge deal, just a minor thing to note.
And I think that's where our... Yeah, it might have been confusing 2 and 5 there mentally. You know, taking a couple of trips to the east here so far, so it'd be a... Where was that again? I know I saw it. Not everyone takes as good a notes as you, Star.
Map tracking is an important part of Z2R, because otherwise you can end up wondering, wait, where was that thing I saw 30 minutes ago?
Oh, especially in like a mountainous or even an island biome. That's when you really want to track some of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
That becomes a mess in a right hurry.
Para is a little lost in this P2, and I don't blame her. I'm lost too, but my sense of direction is complete garbage, so...
Alright, gonna go into Death Valley here.
Yeah, can head for P6. I was planning to up A out of here, because walking back out is probably slower than just coming back to Base Island.
Yeah, with how quick it is and how just right next to start.
gonna see every room in this too at this point.
Yep. As we do get the P2 item room here.
And there is a 1-up. Well, you'll take it, I guess, after spending so long in here, but that's not what she needed. That was not the Yeti key, which is, I think, what she would really like.
Agreed. Which means I think the Ini key's either here in 6 or in Death Mountain. Because I believe we've seen everything else collectively.
Old lady
no,
Nikasuda.
Granny's basement, yeah, because she needs 7 magic. So we probably, once we see what's here in 6, we could probably suss out if it is there, because we'll logically need to put those magic containers somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, because we've only seen 1 magic jar between these two. Well, we've seen 2 now.
Two,
1 in the east,
yeah.
1 in reset. 1 in P3, so we're still missing 2.
So yeah,
we're missing 2, and there's only so many item formations left. It's 6, Death Mountain, and the Old Lady.
Yep. And one of them has to be outside of the Granny's basement.
Yep. Alright, and here's finally the last location up ahead. This is a pretty miserable path, so I do think it's likely level will also probably last Rufus, unless he decides to take a bunch of lefts.
Yep.
Because this was not a fun path. Para saw every room in here, I'm pretty sure.
Not fun. And definitely not something, you know, when you're running, if it's a long linear palace, you don't feel as bad. But when you're taking junctions that just don't pay off, the whole time you're like, what if my opponent just takes that left? Alright. Para with another up A there. Probably just gonna, like you were saying, go back to Maze Island, take the raft, pop out at 5. Might even do 3, well, just so this is the last trip through, but we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like she will.
You know,
3 was a bit of a slog. We know 5 was a real slog, but apparently P6 is terrible too, it looks like, for level.
Yep. Like, P3 was a bit of a lengthy palace, but compared to the other ones, it almost seems like a breeze at this point.
I mean, I think P3 probably rolled near max, it's just that P3 is inherently shorter.
Both runners definitely at that level of just go, go, go. I'm not going to kill everything in my path anymore.
Yeah, no. Para's going with lost. I will spend a fair amount of time in 2 getting a level, but I think at this point, at 5, 6, 7, she's just gonna go.
Yeah. If you want, take the gem levels. Otherwise, burn.
Yeah. It's not worth it otherwise at this point.
Is this our Barba? Although I think we've seen this room. No, this is our item room. Alright, level probably hoping for that Ini key here.
Still hoping beyond hope that he'll finally find the thing.
Oh no, just up in A's.
Yeah, I didn't see if he had a life left there, but he didn't have enough magic for Fairy.
Yep. It's alright, just assume it was another small... just to spite you for not having enough magic.
That does feel on trend this seed.
Yeah. Seed's got the jokes.
Yes, it does. Proving to be a bit of a long one. 57 minutes in, still got 2 palaces left for level, 3 for Para, all of which appear to be absolute slogs. They'll be here for a bit.
Yeah, settle in, get cozy, everyone. Grab a snack, grab a beverage, and Para not going for the item before Rebo.
I mean, she doesn't need to. I guess.
No, just making liars out of both of us. That was that other magic container, as we know. There we go. Down goes Rebo. So all tied up now on gems. But as you pointed out, level kind of ahead on those longer, arduous dungeons here.
Yep.
And Para definitely taking that attack 6. 6, 6, 7. Fairy down to 25 on Magic 6. Alright, Para. Strap in. This is a nice long P5.
Yeah, this one is she's gonna be here for a while. Level is also, as we see from Level, P6 is no better, and Level's going to eventually find out that P2 is just as bad.
So how bad is GP gonna be tonight? There's Barba.
Finally, I think that was also pretty much
Level with jump spell cast. Dances up on Barba's head. Had some spare health there, I think Barba did, so. But took down a lot of it there on that first jackhammer.
Yep.
There you go. Nice work, Level Engine.
Yeah. Level's probably going to be, I think I said earlier he's about a P5 ahead, and I think he is going to be about a P5 ahead, or...
Yep. So,
unfortunately, it's P5.
Does need to remember to go all the way to the southwest and turn in the kid. Hopefully doesn't forget to do that.
He should do. I
You're at that point in the seed, though, where you're just like, I want it to be done, I'm in go mode. Hopefully mental fatigue isn't setting in.
Yeah, would be a pretty major misplay if he did that.
Walking back out of Valley of Death. Doesn't quite get the fairy feet there. It gets it second time, and yeah, gonna head down to the southwest here. It's Para taking it. Oh no!
Oh, that hurts.
Yep. Took it nice and slow to start, but still got bopped by that by that Ropa. There you go. Gets revenge. Alright. Level just over the hour mark. Where are you going, buddy?
I think he lost track a little bit.
I think you lost track of 2 and get your thunder spell.
You're going in the double checking my notes so I don't sound like an idiot. Yes, Dorita's in the southwest corner. He's lost track of it.
Yep.
I don't blame him because this southern third of the east is pretty open-ended, but he's not going in the right way.
There you go. Might have thought 2 was around there as well, but yeah.
That's also possible.
You'll have to excuse my friend. The town is that way.
Yes, it is.
Alright.
Poor Para is still slogging through this 5. It is an ugly mess.
Mm-hmm. I think this is right, though. I do remember this glove lock room. Can't remember how late into Level's adventures it was, though. Have I forgotten to mark trophy the entire time? I do.
Apparently. Whoops. Mind you, I failed to notice as well, so...
Yeah, really showcasing what this rando can do, though. We had nice split up. What's the word I'm looking for? Biomes here. We had a a nice vanilla-like, a nice caldera. So really, really cool to see the different zones that this randomizer can throw at these runners and how they decide to navigate them.
Yep.
Yeah. I want to say Para's close here. Para's either close or Para's about to hit that massive loop. It's one of the two. As level, yep, there you go. Level now remembering P2, hopefully remembering or just re-exploring. P2 is up over this way.
Yep.
No, and an up A from Para there. So I think she did find a loop. There you go, level just a little bit more and you'll see P2. And then you'll see P2 for a while because it's gross.
Really is.
5 room GP to make up for it? I don't know. Para might be looking for a key here in this.
I think so. Both runners really wishing they have the Andy key, but we haven't seen it. The game said no to Para, and she's up again. Level didn't go back for the item in 6. He didn't need to. He was hoping it would be available, but he didn't have enough magic for fairy. He decided to leave it behind.
Yep. And
he might be, if he had it, it could have been the Any key, and that would have been really nice. Given how terrible some of these battles have been, but no such luck.
Yep. I mean, the good news is, so far we won't have to tell Level it was the Any key.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if you would have had just
by the time Para gets
magic.
it, even if Para gets it and is the Any key by that point, it'll be a bit late.
Yep, I think Para really needs to just hit the right route in 6, but as we know, that was even kind of a linear mess to get to Barba. Like, there were a couple of loops early on, but then the last 10-ish rooms of that palace were really linear to Barba.
Okay, I think this is finally it for Para. In part because you've seen everything else, and in part because I remember you commenting this room.
Yep, the triple dripper, there we go.
Level we know is going to be in here for quite a while.
I mean, we're just getting our money's worth.
We definitely are getting something, yes, as viewers.
Yep, there's that cutout. I think this is a loop here on Level's side.
The right is a loop, I think, yeah. Or one of these sides. And there's the item room for Para, which is right on the way to Guma.
Yep, so Para's gonna have full 8 hearts.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice for the safety. Got fire shield, got life, and 8 hearts. Why not?
Yeah. Life 7. Feeling pretty good. 667 is a pretty solid level set. Eco key room here on Level's side. I'm pretty sure Para went through it, but again, I think that was that loop, like you were saying.
Yeah, I believe so.
And one quick mace to the feet, but gets Guma down.
Well, Para could have taken a couple hits there, it looks like. 8 hearts, 7, life 7. There are worse problems to have. Fairy is still expensive at Magic 6, and I don't think it's gone down much from level at Magic 7.
I know it was 25.
Might also just be as cheap as Fairy gets, kind of thing. That there is a lower limit on that.
Yeah, still 25. Yep. Oh no. Alright, so Para just needs to go into Valley of Death here. And Level just needs to rethink having life 7 when trying to Death Warp and get magic back.
Again, the scene where you would really love the Any key, but it's of course going to be buried in somewhere in Death Mountain at this point, given the way this seat's gone. Or behind that item that Level had to leave behind in 6.
Yep. Or to make matters even worse, that item in 6 is our 7th magic container, and that's how you get to get that Any key.
Yep. Because both runners are definitely wishing they had the ability to just quit the forms, because it's been a slow one on that front.
Yep. For these runners' sake, I really hope we don't run into that double glove locked room in GP.
Yeah, oh man, if they did, that would be horrendous.
Oh,
They have seen some keys here and there. They've been going out of their way for keys on both sides, but they've also been using them because, you know.
Kinda gotta.
Yeah, so I don't think they're gonna have much luck there. But Para is into 6 before level beats 2, so that's good for her.
Yeah. There's there you go. Level gets through the construction zone. Here's that okay, this was, I think, close to our friend.
I think so. Level, I think, has also seen most of this too at this point. Yeah.
I think it was only like another 2 rooms after that.
Sounds about right.
Item. I don't know. Seen a lot of rooms tonight, Star. They're all starting to blend together.
Yeah, we sure have seen a lot this seed. Game forced you to, after all.
There you go, grabbing that key, and then, yep, perfect. So, Level going to be our first runner on stream here to get to 6 gems, but Great Palace is that great equalizer sometimes.
Yeah, poor Para still has to clear through this 6 though, and that's gonna take her a while, as we know. Because Level saw pretty much every room in here, and Para's probably going to do the same thing.
Yep. Muck Voice,
they also both saw every room in 2 and every room in 5.
He did not go back in after he ran out of magic. Just said, I don't need to. I'm gone, yeah. Taking life 8, definitely don't blame him.
Just grab level and go at this point.
Yep. You were even close enough to that level up that burning the gem probably wouldn't have even saved that much time. Not when survivability is on the line here. Although, maybe taking life 8 when you need to refill your magic by death abuse isn't the best strategy.
I mean, at the same time, Fairy's not gonna get much cheaper.
That's true.
Yeah, about just under the 111 mark for level getting into GP. Immediate check in the waffle room. I have absolutely no idea where Barbara is beyond level saw everything in here, so...
I know it wasn't an elevator.
There is that, I suppose, yes.
Alright, well, my prediction of a 5-room GP
is, not correct, it looks like.
Alright, we do have an elevator room here, so there are going to be choices that these runners can make early in GP.
Waffle room at the bottom.
And Level says no thanks.
Besides, he's heading right into
well,
the bottom, top of an L7. Great. Yep. Never mind that.
Alright, Para, show us that any key.
Yeah, she actually has the levels for it. It has the fairy magic for it. And okay, that might actually help her a little for the end of this balance, but that feels bad for Level. Especially because he did this before he did P2.
Yep. Oh. Oh, poor Level. This seed is just chewing up these runners.
No kidding. Oh man, that's a feels bad.
I mean, we were right. It was a key on the other side of that door.
The any key to be specific.
Yep, that was the any key in P6.
Thanks, game.
Valley of Death P6, no less, so it's... You know, you never want to dive into Valley of Death to get your glove or your any key, but yet here we are.
Yeah, it feels bad for Para, who did both P2 and P5, which were also full clears, but also I get it that she did those before P6.
Oh yeah.
It just feels sad when it's getting key, and you could have really liked to have that a while ago.
Yeah.
I think she just looped in P6, so heading right here.
Level says no to another elevator here. And elevator down, I think? So, could be our
paperclip room here will be an elevator down.
Not T-Bird, just some curtains.
Yep.
Lava curtains.
Lepera making use of that ID key and getting a 1-up.
I worked hard for this key, I'm gonna put it to use. Ooh, never
Thankfully,
fun to see
she remembered she had it instead of menuing for fairy, because sometimes you forget that you just got the thing.
Oh, that's...
Ooh, face full of chicken for level.
Yep, and put him in the deep fryer, there you go.
Did take some damage before getting that, though.
Yeah, more choices.
And this GP's a slog as well, with choices, which is good for Para.
Hmm.
No drop rooms yet, I don't think, so you don't want to take the drop room you find, because that's going to be probably back to that L7 level saw earlier.
Yep. Alright, there we go,
Para, finally.
Ooh, and there's T... Alright. Level does find T-Bird pretty swiftly.
And no health, no magic, just gonna take the death here.
Yeah. So 6, 7, 8. I think that's what Para's gonna end up here on after the Barba kill as well.
Yeah, the 4080 is probably life 8.
Yeah, presuming she takes the life 8, which I think she will. Ooh, careful there. Almost running into Barba's little lava pit there, but nice pendulum work on Level's side, and nice tame Barba fighting here on Para's side. Good fire dodge and gets Barba down.
Nice. That is going to be gem number 6 for Hirsch as Level continues his T-Bird fight.
Yep.
Don't want to comms curse him here, but does get T-Bird down.
Nice.
Picking up that P-Bag on autopilot, not that it's going to get him anywhere. His next level is 6,000! And more curtains.
Yep. I mean, the good news is we did see several junctions before T-Bird. So, you know, as a runner, you're hoping all of GP is there.
We've seen a pretty good amount of rooms. Unfortunately, there's still at least a couple more, because here's a left.
King bot? Nope, just a Mew guarding the bridge. And here's that drop room, but...
It has to be not only L7, because...
Yeah, because this is the only way we could go after T-Bird.
Yep.
So, yep, dropping into the vanilla pre-penultimate room. I guess this is the vanilla pre-T.
Yep. And so I guess there has to be one other drop room in this palace that's going to take us back to start, so don't do that.
Yep. And all
We're
things
not back
considered,
to start, but someplace earlier.
Para coming into GP in the 116, so only 5 minutes behind Level after all of those, you know, palaces, all the rooms being visited, so not too bad here. As we know, though, T-Bird already been found, so Para's gonna definitely need to take that right pathing.
Yeah, she didn't cast jump there and got absolutely bodied by the chickens.
Yeah, never fun. And speaking of chickens just ruining everyone's day, levelengine. Pop the bot, there you go. There's the jump spell.
Para's deciding, I'm gonna just cast jump. Yeah, it's not worth trying to fight the chickens in here.
I was gonna say, Level hoping to get a magic refill there. But
Yep.
But I would think we're getting pretty close to Dark Link here, as we get a choice to make. Elevator or continue right.
I'm gonna try the elevator first, which is not an immediate answer, but does have more options.
But wait, there's more!
very long, short GP today, apparently.
Yep.
It's what Para needs.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And what Para really needs is for there to be a lot of palace here behind that choice level just made.
Yeah. Oh, that's a dead end.
Yep. That is not a lot of palace game.
No. And I don't remember level going through this waffle room here for Para.
Yeah, this is...
That is
she
for her.
took the elevator down instead of just going through. So yeah, this is... I mean, it could loop, but something tells me it's not going to.
Yeah. Or not Darkling. Jeez.
Yep.
We saw a pretty good amount of GP before T-Bird. We're probably seeing a bunch more GP after T-Bird.
Yep. Everything's just and there we go. There's
Finally.
Darklink. Yep.
Had to come up soon. I guess that left at that last junction was probably dead end.
Yeah. Or close to. Alright. Couple more hits here. Darklink playing hard to get, and there we go. Get your GGs in,
GG's
chat.
to level.
Yeah.
119.38.
Yep. Gonna take this one, move on to 1-1.
Yep. Pair unfortunately will drop to 0-2.
I hear there's some pretty cool people down there. I mean, there's a lot of great names just in this tournament in general. You know, like you were saying,
sure.
Swiss is fighting. So anything can happen. It is still a randomizer.
Yep.
So I think Para on the right path now.
I think so, yeah.
Curtain over lava. Ooh,
Gets
gets the first jump.
nice.
There, yeah, wait for the Moa.
And the bubble.
Yep. Gets both jumps. Nice
And-
job.
Nice. Thinking I look easy.
Yep. Ooh.
And gets hit in the face by the check-in squad. Does have enough magic for Fairy, thankfully.
Yeah, I mean, good thing she didn't cast anything in that previous room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't
takes
matter
too much
anyway, because the chicken squad doing her in.
There's been a couple of rooms where it's just 3 or 4 of the same enemy just coming out to meet our runners today. First those Dairas, those red Dairas in Heart Container Cave. Alright, I think Para needs to go right here. Yeah, perfect.
Just waiting on Level to join the waiting room, and then I'll token them for interview.
Sounds good. I think this was that
Yeah,
elevator to T-Bird. So, unfortunately, I think Paratroopa is going to need to take another death here and be down to 1 life.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Ooh, and unshielded, that T-Bird is hitting absolutely like a truck.
Yep. And we are now joined by Level. GG.
Yep.
Yeah, so, a lot of palace rooms to go through this seed.
I know, right?
We were...
Yeah, you guys both full cleared P2, P6, and P5, and we saw most of that GP too.
And then I hate to bring it up, but there, you know, those 2 times you got to the item level and just didn't have enough magic and were out of lives. You know, never fun to see.
Either.
Yeah,
I never did see the admin sucks.
It's the
yeah.
Eddie Key Para had got it.
Yep.
Okay, at least we didn't need it to do Great Palace this time.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that would have been unfortunate if it had, because it was Para's last palace, so it was a little late for her. She opened like maybe 1 or 2 doors with it, but yeah.
It was getting pretty late for me as well.
Gotta ask, just because I kind of called it out early on when you died in Heart Container Cave. Very early on, were you just
Irons, so
oh no, absolutely. Were you just mentally writing it off for a while?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I guess I did forget about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
one of those things where you had gone back to the west and were to clear those palaces, and we're like, come on, level, go back into Heart Container Cave.
Yeah. Oh, and that game over Para, who understandably decides, I'm done. GG's, Para.
GG's.
Yeah. But great routing, though, in that GP
It was,
level.
yeah, to be fair, that Great Palace was starting to drag on quite a bit.
Yep. And I mean,
Yeah.
you were still able to dodge some of those rooms. So, sorry.
Yeah. We are now joined here by Paratroopa. GG's, Para.
Hi, GG.
So what were your initial thoughts on this mass, Para?
I played well enough to win. I just got really bad luck in the palaces. I've got wrong wayed by like every palace in the game. Change a couple of coin flips in Palace 5 and Palace 6. I could probably win. As long as I don't game over in the Great Palace, which did happen. But
yeah, level also full clear both P5 and P6.
nah.
Yeah, those are some
And
rude
P2.
palaces for sure.
And I
Yeah.
don't think any of your palaces this seed were truly short. There wasn't any like 3 long palaces. I know 2, 5, and 6 are full clears. The others were at least mid-length.
Yeah, pretty much. I sort of wish I had gone the other way in Palace 3 because it probably led to a magic container. I don't know where the magic containers are.
Level saw most of the items. That was a magic jar in D3.
In 3, that magic jar was the room right in the elevator up to Rebo. That was the item.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of palaces really drug you both along and then gave you the item right before the boss.
Yeah, if I could just get one more magic jar, I probably don't game over in Great Palace. But 5 magic jars is rough. That's
for sure.
Yeah. Because Para, you were in go mode before you ever really hit up your palaces. Level game overed, unfortunately, in Medicine Cave over on the west, which had a child in it very, very
You mean Heart Container
early.
Cave?
And
Yeah, that was really early.
I thought that might happen. I was really happy that I got through that one.
Yeah, because the level ended up
where maybe
clearing.
it'd be best to just actually check to see, okay, where is the child? I'm just figuring maybe it's best I go and get the hint just in case I somehow last location of child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because level it didn't end up mattering as much.
Yeah, if I didn't check the hint, for all I know, I could have last location that.
Yeah, it might have been just because you had so much else to. You still had some other options to do there. But yeah, because Para level ended up checking like all the items from the palaces. I have all 6 written down on my notes.
3 is the only one I missed. Most of them were on the way to the boss, which was annoying because if they had been elsewhere, then at least I would have had some reason to full clear. But
yeah, unfortunately, that was not the case, and level didn't end up losing too much time to it. But level did end up losing a couple minutes to having to go. Walk over to Darunia, get the hint, go back to the west, get the child, and then go back to, and then walk all the way back to Darunia, which cost him a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy about how that.
I mean, it would have probably cost me more time if I just, I don't know, last location of child, and I mean, of course, I still have to walk back to Darunia either way, no matter what.
Yeah.
I was only missing 5 items. I was missing one of the caves in the east. I was missing 7 magic containers, obviously. I was missing Hammer Cave, and then Palace 3. That's actually it, I think. I think that was just 4 items was all I was missing. 3 of them were magic containers.
Yeah. The game did not want to give those to you.
I made a mistake. I went to Darunia before I had Jump or Fairy. I should have just ducked out of there right away and gone west, which would have given me Jump, and then I could have gotten Upstab, which might have saved me in Great Palace, actually, because that last room where I couldn't Fairy through the ceiling because I couldn't Upstab the blocks. So
yeah,
it would have given me a chance at least. I don't know how many rooms I was away from Dark Link. Probably not that many, but
There was actually quite a few after T-Bird.
okay. Well, I'm glad I forfeited. Then I don't feel like playing through that. Because yeah, T-Bird, I only had just enough thunder or magic to cast thunder, and I died at least a couple times. I guess I thought I only died once. I thought I had one more life. I guess I didn't. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, rough seed. It
Chicken
wasn't that
Squad
bad.
is out
Though.
in Force and GP for you both there.
Yeah. That was it was a pretty comfortable seed for the most part, except for the magic container issue.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes, I guess. Had to cast fairy a lot too because NEQ was in 6,
Yeah,
which
me
is dumb.
And that
which also
that
slowed me
fair
down some.
didn't go down for a
Yeah.
while either.
You guys, Terra level, unfortunately, he cleared 6 before you did, and he ran out of. He had no magic, and I don't think he had any lives left when he saw any key and had to give
Oh
up
wow!
on it.
I didn't. I
I
mean,
mean,
I
he
didn't
did
see the
sucks.
NA key. I just saw like
The
the
item.
door,
just saw
yeah.
like the general shape of the room, but I couldn't see the
Oh,
item.
okay.
I mean, we're this
Yeah,
far
but
in the
just
game. Not too likely
unfortunate.
I'm gonna need it anyways. It's not that unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was at that point, there wouldn't be that many more locked doors to go open with it anyways.
It's still the 2 and 5 left, I want to say, but yeah.
Yeah, not much.
And I'm working out in the end in any case.
Yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much it as far as that seed goes. There's not much more to say. I think.
No, I'm out of questions on my end. Don't know about Ty.
No, yeah, as it was. Despite the palaces jerking you both around a bit, it was still a fun race. So, GG's to both of you, and good luck in the rest of
GG.
Swiss and the rest of the tournament.
Yep. GG's and good luck. So please do give both of our runners a follow, levelengine and Paratroopa. Thanks so to Tiberius joining me on the comms and doing a tracking tonight. Coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule, this is going to be it here for ZSR Z2R restreams tonight. We do have another Z2R race coming up in 25 minutes between Big Slamu and Sigil. That will be. No, that way, that's tomorrow's race.
Big Slam. No, that's tomorrow, right?
It is tomorrow. It is tonight. Looks like the ZSR schedule got screwy. Where did I stick the thingamajig? Yeah, that's Submove versus Sigil tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. What broke with the sheet? Someone broke the restreamer internal sheet that I'm using to read the
Yeah.
schedule off of. But yeah, Submove versus Sigil is starting in 25 minutes. They'll be restreamed on Mariah's channel. I'm gonna type that link in the chat. R4I. There we are. If you want to check that out, tomorrow we've got more stuff going on. We have, again, somebody broke the schedule. We have a Whitaker Randomizer Season 6 Challenge Cup match, losers bracket top 16 between City versus Zanki. That'll be a game 3. It should be 4 p.m. Eastern. I think, yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern, and then at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a link to the past randomizer cross keys tournament semifinals match between Matt and Wallkicks. That'll be game 1. Next Z2R race on the schedule after tonight will be the final one this round, which will be Saturday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern between Shetty and Newmanville. We'll see if we can get it as CSR restream. So we hope to see you all then. In the meantime, that is going to be it here for us tonight. Thank you for watching. We're going to head over to
everyone. Good night.
Yeah, thanks, Level. We're going to head over and say hi to MWDA Shadow, who's doing some Zelda 2 all keys runs. So let's see how they're doing with that. And thanks for watching, all. Have a good night.